Alright, howdy everyone, my name is Colt Stafford. I'm a second year university student studying a Bachelor of Politics and International Relations at Flinders Uni. I've lived my entire life in Morphett Vale. I live with my two parents and my three younger siblings. And I really enjoy it here, but I think that our council can do more to make it easier and better to live here. So my first big point is that we need to reduce the rates and spending. The council seems to spend more, borrow more, and each year the rates increase. This has been going on for a while now. People have been complaining for a while now. And I don't want lower rates to just be an electoral slogan. I think it should be an absolute priority of the next term of council. I think we need more discussion on where we can cut costs without significantly hurting service quality. Where we can spend rates more efficiently, where we can utilise volunteer labour, and more discussion on those big multi-million-dollar projects. Also, obviously every city is different, but we should be communicating more with the other councils on how to manage spending, borrowing and rates. The city of Marion went from 5.5% rate increases 10 years ago to 1% rate increase last year. The City of Adelaide has frozen their rates for the last 9 years in a row, and Onkapringa just had the 4.7% rate increase. So rates are...
Is it going flat?
Okay. So I'll speak to the people. Rates are already rising due to property values skyrocketing. We're going through a major cost of living crisis with inflation, energy prices and fuel prices and stagnant wages. So many people seem to want lower wages, lower rates. So many people seem to want lower rates, or at least more conservative borrowing and more efficient spending, and we need to try to address this. Secondly, I think we have a big transparency and communication issue in the council. The council is just not very transparent. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. The council is not very transparent in some of its decisions. The water privatisation, twice we have had overwhelming votes in favour of council controlling the water assets, yet the council still seems to be pursuing it and pushing the decision back to 2023. The council either needs to listen to the overwhelmingly loud response the community has given them, or at the very least, they need to communicate and justify why they're making the decisions that they are. Because as it stands, it looks like the council either isn't listening or it just isn't being transparent in their decisions. We also need to inform people better, because it seems like only a very small amount of people actually know what's going on. And that's evident by a relatively low turnout to that. So a big problem with increasing rates on the communication issue, a big problem with increasing rates is people actually want to know where their money is going and why, and the council needs to communicate and justify why and how they're spending their money. So one possible improvement I've thought of is a better distribution of the Onkapringa Now local magazine. Some of the people that I've spoken to, they straight up think that it's been cancelled. It's only distributed physically in one place in Knox Ward, which is the Woodcroft Morphett Vale Community Centre. We should have that in way more local businesses around here, and even possibly people's mailboxes. Not only informing people of the council's decisions, but also promoting local business, clubs, organisations and events. And you could also have the local businesses sponsor and advertise the magazine to keep costs down. But the main point is we need a council that is not only transparent, actively seeks to inform people and listen to their concerns and justifies their decisions. And my last big point is that we need some new independent voices in council. So for my current uni assignment, I'm actually learning about late 1800s Australian politics, which are ruled not by policy, but about personality conflicts and power seeking. And I think we have some of that in our council, with personal conflicts and grudges getting in the way of collaboration. And people seeing council not as this important part of local representation, but it's just the first rung on the political ladder or a step up for other things. Additionally, I don't really like the influence of major parties in our local council. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't vote for the first time this year, but local politics shouldn't be about party ideology, in my opinion. They should be about local issues and about representing the views of the community as best as possible. I think that has to be flexible. I'm independent, I'm local, and I also believe I can represent a group that's been civically underrepresented, which is the youth. As a younger voice, I think I could help develop a more civically involved younger generation, more young volunteers, and more young people getting involved in the place that they're going to grow up and actually live in. So, in conclusion, I want a council that spends carefully, that's transparent and communicates openly, that reaches out and justifies its decisions. I want a council not run by partisans or opportunists, but by those who want to collaborate in making our community prosper. And I want a council that reaches out and engages more with our next generation. Thank you.